Hello everyone, my name is Dee and welcome to my Pick a Card Tarot Readings channel, and welcome to your reading. We are going to bring messages from Spirit to you about some magic, some miracle, some sweetness that is going to unfold in your life within the next 30 days. A special message from Spirit for you to give you hope, inspiration, something to look forward to, and let you know that all your hard work, your belief, your effort, your travels, your journey have been worth it. There are 3 different unicorns to choose from. I will start with the first unicorn. There are timestamps listed below. Hello, unicorn number 1. Let's see what special messages Spirit has for you about the magic coming into your life. And sometimes magic is subtle and we don't realize it, and it comes like in blocks and spurts, building a solid foundation to something pretty spectacular. So let's get right in. Show us the energy. What magic is coming? Right, cocoon of white light, rest in perfect love, understand oneness. So you guys have been in a period of holding, of rest, of reevaluation, rejuvenating, and some of you are very aware of this consciously, and others of you are perceiving this more as setbacks and misfortunate circumstances of life at this time. And this is Spirit saying the stillness, the stagnation, the quietness, the hermit's journey, however you resonate with that, is a period of like recreation for you. That's what's happening. And recreation starts from the inside out, whether it's recreation for like romance, friendships, career path, spiritual beliefs, life in general. It's different for all of you. It's personal for all of you. But right now, you're in a period of recreation, and that's why it feels like you're in the ocean. Nothing feels certain. Nothing feels stable. And those of you that have like really wished for different circumstances in your life, it's like this big tidal wave came in and just like washed everything away. And now you're reassessing and rethinking, well, is that what I really wanted? And Spirit's all, yes, that is what you really wanted. And some of you, it may be that there was something subtle or small that you felt like you were asking for. And again, it's like this tidal wave came in and washed something very significant away, or washed a lot of things away. And you're in the struggle about that. And Spirit says everything that was removed had to be removed for you to transform into the butterfly, for you to achieve this recreation, this growth, this evolution, this expansion that you crave so deeply in some area of your life. So let's pull another card here. And there is a part of you that's coming to life, that's coming online, that you didn't know existed, that you didn't know you could be, you could become, a strength, a determination, a change of mind, a change of heart. There is some part of you that's being activated. It's like it's coming online. Action. Now is the perfect time to act. Take inspired action towards your dreams. Move forward with confidence. So the signs, the synchronicities, the inspired actions are going to begin when it's time, and you need not fear. Now we have leadership. Step into your leadership, share your message, inspire, and empower others. Signs and synchronicities are very significant for you at this time, because you have been in like this holding pattern, or things were wiped away, washed away from you, and you didn't understand that. It's because you're building. There is a big, beautiful change coming in your life. It's definitely going to feel magical for you guys because of like this staleness, this inability, feeling so restricted. Once that all changes and you feel like free, you're flying, it is going to feel magic. 10 times more magical than it would have without the restriction that you've received. Now, with this action and this leadership, some of you have this very specific vision of what you want to be or what you want to do or how you think things should unfold for you. And Spirit is saying, hold tight to that vision. However, there are parts of this journey that you don't foresee, different turns, different challenges that you must go through to get to this point. The leadership of your life and bringing forth manifestation of what you desire most within yourself. And again, for each of you, this desire is different. You all are reaching for different things. And the reason why Spirit led you to the first unicorn is because you are all in a very similar position right now energetically. And so Spirit says, take this advice. You're in the period of reinvention, recreation, and when it's time to truly act and move forward, when you're ready, you're gonna see the signs, you're gonna see the synchronicities. Things are just gonna line up for you, like almost feels effortless, okay? Where as you've been feeling as though you're pushing against the grain, now you feel as though your path is just effortlessly unfolding before you. And remember this: don't miss your exit. Don't let opportunity pass you by because something shows up as an offer, an opportunity that doesn't seem like the path to what you're reaching for. But Spirit's telling you right now, everything that comes and it's like your hand is forced and you have to go that way, it's for great purpose. You need whatever that is to get to, you know, your final destination, which you really desire. So let's pull some tarot. Yeah, and I feel you coming back with a vengeance, okay? And like some people just left you to circle the drain. And the way you come back, oh. By the time that all unfolds, you won't care anymore. You might actually feel sorry for them by the way their life is now unfolding. All right, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Ten of Cups, and the Hierophant. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Hanged Man, the idea, the dream, the ambition, perhaps a false start in the past. It's like you've been wanting one to manifest into two, which one manifesting into two is like being able to find that good job on your career path. You have the experience, you have the knowledge. Now all of that needs to turn into two, that perfect job. Some of you, this is about, you know, a relationship, whether it's a friendship, a family ship, or a romance. Some of you single want that perfect person in your life. You feel very blocked from that, okay? Maybe some of you want to start a family. You feel very blocked from that. Some of you want to go to the next level in a romance. You feel very blocked from that. You know, some of you want a good friend that's true blue, that you can count on, that will have your back. You feel blocked from that. Some of you, this is about spiritual growth, okay? And you feel like you are up against a wall here. So that's where you're at, here with the Hanged Man blocking. And the Hanged Man is where we need to reevaluate. We need to see things from a different perspective. And Spirit already opened this message with, you are in that period as we speak, that reevaluation, that recreation, because it's leading you to the Ten of Cups. And here with the Hierophant, those signs and synchronicities are going to become more evident and more clear along your journey. The more you accept, the more you relax, the more you go with the flow, and know that you're going to get to that end goal 100% for sure. But the path there, the journey there, may look a bit different than you anticipated. Spirit's coming in strong, saying, I've got you. I'm with you. I'm leading the way for you. You've just got to trust me, and you've got to take the inspired actions. Okay? You know, I knew somebody that was holding out for something that they really wanted. You know, job-wise, it was a big, big, long shot. But they wanted it. They believed in it. They were very hopeful. And I'm all for that. You know, your thoughts and emotions definitely become your reality. They create something. And through this weight, this limbo, as like this Two of Pentacles, a few different offers came this person's way. Good offers, good opportunities. But they turned it down because they were holding on to this perceived idea of their path. And ultimately, you know, all the things that showed up to get them to that next level, they turned down. They did not take inspired action, and they came to very much regret that later on. So with you guys, I don't know why that's such a strong message. Like Spirit is saying, you're going to get what you want. You're going to get to that place, that end goal that you desire so deeply. But your current perception of that, the details of that, the way to that, that's what's got to change. That's where the recreation is coming into play. And this recreation leads you to the Ten of Cups, which is your ultimate happiness, the greatest happiness that you can imagine, okay? But there's this shifting in consciousness that needs to take place. Like your path just looks different than you imagine, but the end goal is beautiful. It is so beautiful. And it's going to feel very spiritual when you get to that other side there. And through this reevaluation, reassessment, recreation, that's when this part of you activates, comes online, and you see things so differently. And what you're reaching for is different as well. A lot of big changes are coming for you. Ace of Pentacles with the High Priestess now. Ten of Swords. Yeah, some of you may have been holding out for something and you were just like sure in your heart and your soul that that's what was meant for you. And other things came up along the way, but you said, no, 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 this is my path. And it may have been some of those things that came along this journey were to lead you down the correct path to what it is you're truly asking for. Sometimes things have to fall apart in order to fall together, to come together properly, right? Justice, look at that. You deserve more, absolutely deserve more than what you perceive. Ten of Cups comes with the Five of Pentacles. It's like anything kind of deviates from your perception of what it should be. You're scared that it's all falling apart, and Spirit really wants you to trust that it's not falling apart. It's just that like that path, the journey looks different than you anticipate. Yeah, Spirit is helping you. Spirit is leading you. But it's very important that you follow through on inspired action. Some things do not seem or appear related whatsoever, but they are. Okay, and I don't know why, but it's like for the next 30 days, be very nice, be very friendly to everybody you encounter, even if they're very rude to you. I will tell you a very funny story. One time I was interviewing for this job that I really, really wanted badly. I went in for an interview. It went great. But then they called me back and they were like, look, we really liked you, but there's this other candidate that has more experience than you, so we're going to go with him. And I was like, okay, fine. Well, about like a week passed, and I'm out with my friends, and we're having a good time. And this lady is just really rude, really mean to us, you know, asking us to quiet down. And we're like in a public place. It wasn't the library or anything. And she was just really rude. And so I was just kind of snide back. This is years ago. Well, about a week after that, that place calls me back for a second job interview that our first candidate had fallen through. And lo and behold, that mean girl was the girl that I had to do an interview with. And I was like, oh my gosh, the universe has jokes. And I just wanted to sink and hide under the table. Like, this could not be happening to me, right? Well, fortunately for me, when I was out and about, my hair was down, I had makeup on, I have really long hair. So when my hair's down opposed to it being up, I look quite different. In the interview, I have my hair up, I have my glasses on, I'm professionally dressed. She didn't recognize me, thank God, but I recognized her. And that was a big lesson from Spirit. It's like, you know, no matter who you meet, no matter their demeanor, always stay in your best graces, no matter what, because you just don't know the way things come together. The way things will, you know, eventually work out for you. And that in the interview, she actually loved me to death and wanted to hire me. And she is the reason why I got picked over the other new people that they were interviewing. Okay, she did not know it was me. And because of that experience, even though there was no real backlash, that was definitely a lesson from Spirit of you never know. And in that setting, she was very mean and bitter and just, But in the job interview, it was somebody completely different. And then as I worked with her, I got to know her and, you know, came to find out she was a very lonely person and she was out by herself. And, you know, she remembered that night and expressed it to me down the road, but didn't remember that it was me with those girls. And I saw it from her perspective. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm such a jerk. I'm such a jerk. It was early on my journey, but I've never forgotten that. And Spirit wants you to know that for some reason, that story, you know, what you see in one setting and set of circumstances about a person, a situation, may appear vastly different from a different perspective, which we see that happening for you here, a shifting of perspective. So always be in your best graces with people. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know why they may be mean, bitter, whatever, however you perceive them in that negative perspective. And realize it has nothing to do with you. Most of the time when people are mean, nasty, and bitter, it has to do with their own internal battle, their own darkness, their own sadness and loneliness and wounds that they just don't know how to deal with. They don't know how to face and work through. And so if you feel that somebody's actions are the cause of your, you know, stagnation in your life and has brought you great pain, Spirit is saying you're going to see the other side of this through a whole different perspective about this person, the circumstances that they've put you in, and ultimately you're going to be in a better space for it long term, okay? And things that do not seem connected most certainly are, and Spirit's going to give you a lot of sign and synchronicity so you know when to follow through on inspired action. And even though sometimes an opportunity may come that doesn't seem like it's the ride or the journey to where you want to go, it is. It's part of the process. It's part of the journey. And follow through on that. You will not be sorry. There's like the other side of the rainbow for you over here. Okay? And you're going to get what you've asked for 100%. All that you've put out to the universe. All that you feel has been taken, lost, stolen from you is going to be returned to you in a different form. You're going to come out of this. Things are going to balance out. There may have been a little bit of karmic balancing that you were doing as well, but things are going to work out in your favor. It's just like, don't miss those inspired actions, opportunities. If you need to learn new skills, you need to understand something, whatever it is that you need to do, follow through on that, because there's big changes coming in a very positive way, and it will feel much more blessed if you're in the flow of it. And it being in the flow of it, you're going to see how all dots connect, how all things connect, and understand your journey entirely, completely, wholeheartedly, and feel totally in control of your life. Oh, that's so beautiful. Let's pull you one final message. Retreat. Never underestimate the healing power of a quiet moment. Wherever this is taking place, Spirit is with you. It's happening for your highest good, and Spirit's just asking you to trust the process. You are getting to where you truly want to be. Everything's going to become very clear to you. You're in the recreation process. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, butterfly number 2. Let's see what Spirit has to say to you. What's in store? What magic is coming your way? We have oneness. Look for the common humanity. Invoke Lemurian light. Ooh. So there is a softness, a tenderness, unconditional love, forgiveness, deep connection happening in your life. And just the picture here, the grid on the earth, and then this unicorn's horn touching. This feels very intricate, very detailed, very deep inside of you. Like a deep healing, deep understanding, profound shift of perception about certain things, but also like this coming together, the sense of all things are connected, feeling your place in this universe. This is about your spirituality, but this is also about your connection to others as well. And with this Lemurian light, this is truly finally feeling like you belong. The journey ahead of you, 4 and 2, over the next 6 months, is truly finding where you belong and forgiving a lot of the past, things that have happened in your past. And again, this runs very deep. It's quite intricate. It's very detailed. Ooh. Let's pull more cards. But it feels warm. It feels healing. Feels so spiritual, filled with light, high vibes. Right, we have receive. Be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. That is beautiful. And imagination. Envision a new reality. Give yourself permission to dream. Believe in unlimited possibilities. Wow. So Spirit's coming in nice and strong here. You're going to find your way. You're going to find where you belong. You're going to find where you fit in. Whether this is just with life, this is a spiritual group, and this is romance, this is friendship, this is family, this is career. location that you want to live and dwell and grow. Maybe some of you even picking a college, okay? I don't know why that came through, but picking a college or like picking a new home, all of it's going to come together very beautifully for you. And the journey in which it takes to get to that, it may be very confusing, but you're going to come to a point where you understand it all. You see the connectedness in all things. And Spirit is saying, dream big, believe big, love yourself. Let your experiences with others and reality be no determination of your worth, of your value, of what's possible for you, okay? You know, some of us grow up in some very rough households and we're told that we're worthless, that we're this, that we're that, that will never amount to anything, etc., etc., etc. And that creates our primary belief system of self and what we project out to others. And therefore, as we, you know, grow up, we attract a lot of relationships that reinforce that, that reflect those words of youth, of, you know, you're not worthy, you're not this, you're not that. And so Spirit is saying, if you've been through that, you need to realize those are untruths. That is not who and what you are. And living through those experiences has added to your character, has grown you, has made you empathetic, understanding, compassionate, resourceful. Okay, there's so much about you that you possess because of hard circumstances or just a very rough hand that you were dealt in life, okay? And you're going to come out of that. You're going to come beyond that, and you're going to know where you belong and where you fit in and feel loved. Spirit says it's time for you to receive, and that's what's unfolding over these next 6 months. That's where that magic is, and it's going to run much deeper than anything I can express in this reading, because no matter how it manifests, unfolds, for all of you, this is going to be quite a spiritual experience, a huge shift in your own vibration. So let's pull some tarot and go a bit deeper. The Emperor, Hermit, Three of Pentacles, Queen of Rods, and Six of Cups. Yeah, that's probably why Spirit brought that childhood youth thing up, because many of you are going to resonate on that level with this message. Not all of you, of course, but many of you will. A big thing here is somebody who is supposed to be there for you, to help you out, to protect you, to build with you, to provide for you. They left you high and dry. They left you hanging, and you've had to do a lot on your own. And it hasn't been fair. Nobody should have go through what you had to go through. Okay, like that's a strong message here, is no, it wasn't fair. And nobody is telling you that you need to say, yeah, I accept this. What Spirit's saying here is everything that you've been through has built you into this Emperor. Somebody that you should be very proud of. Somebody who has done more with really hard circumstances than the average person could have. And you don't give yourself enough credit. You don't see what you've accomplished, what you've built by being there for yourself, by having your own back. And it's like a big focus of really wanting to feel like you belong, wanting to feel safe, wanting to feel like you can trust and rely, wanting those soulmate energies and connections, because you feel very let down by certain people. And some of you, this could be about your spirituality. You may have been religious and you were very betrayed by somebody you admired or looked up to, or you just somebody that you follow that speaks, you know, spiritual philosophy. There's just some big disappointment, betrayal here by somebody that you trusted, or somebody that should have been there, like they didn't fulfill their role. And now you are kind of left wondering why, and you're going to understand it. You're going to see how it all fits together. And you're very wise. You are like a wise old soul. And the way that you can filter through challenge, filter through hard circumstances, is because you're a wise old soul. You've felt that, like, this isn't fair. You know I'm a good person. I know I didn't deserve these things. So why did they happen to me? I know people who are horrible, this, that, and the other, and they have all these great things going for them. Why me? And why do I still care? And Spirit's saying, because that's who you are. That's the way that you are made. And sometimes the journey is not easy, not at all. But you have everything you need to get through it. And there is blessing coming your way. Finding your place in the universe, the family, the soulmates, like really feeling like you fit in. You are loved, you are safe, you can trust. So let's pull some more tarot. The Magician, yes, see? You have everything you need. You truly do. No matter how difficult things get for you, somehow, some way, things always work out. You always land on your feet. Five of Swords. Having to walk the journey alone because you don't feel like you can count on people or trust them. Seven of Pentacles. No matter what you've tried to build, the energy, effort that you put into it, you feel like it just has crumbled away. Four of Wands with the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups with the Six of Cups. Yes. Here's what you are moving into. Solid foundation with this Queen of Wands and this King of Cups. Okay, this could be family members, this could be friends, this could be a romance and a friend, new spiritual connection. But there's these two people that are going to be coming into your life. Their soulmate energy through this Six of Cups. And it's long lasting. There's stability here. You are soulmates with these individuals. And they accept you for who and what you are, just as you are. And this is a whole new world from what you are used to experiencing with others. And there's this period of solitude where you've got to walk your journey alone to really clear out those almost like anchors of those lower vibrational energies, those beliefs of self and worth and value and what you expect from other people. You walk your journey in solitude for a while to heal and shed yourself of this Five of Swords energy. Okay, and to really get over the loss of what you built that seemed to amount to absolutely nothing. And you're going to be able to trust again. You're going to be able to believe again. You are going to meet some really good people and find your place, find your home in this universe. Let's pull you guys a couple more cards. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords. Okay, yeah. Look at this. So we have two energies here coming in, and then pulling more cards, there's two energies as well. And we've got that Nine of Swords because there is a lot of fear-based energy still when you come into contact with these people because of what you've been through. And so Spirit is saying you don't need to worry. There's going to be a different vibe about them, of warmth and empathy, okay, an emotional maturity, because of all the court cards that have come out. They're all kings and queens. These aren't pages, these aren't knights, all right? These are emotionally grown people. You know, here, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, that's like spiritually grown, emotionally grown. Queen of Pentacles, somebody who's very stable, solid, nurturing, trustworthy, your best ally. Queen of Wands, life of the party, always will make you laugh, very spontaneous, push you out of your comfort zone to try new things, okay? Some of you, this is more than two people showing up. And this could be where you're going to start a new job and you have a lot of fear-based energy just because of what you've been through or who you are, and you're going to fit right in. They're going to love you. It's like wherever you are going over these next 6 months, you find acceptance, you find love, you find companionship, spiritual connection and understanding. It's like a safe space where you can open up and share your heart and your soul and know that it won't be used against you or you won't be looked down upon. It's really like coming into your tribe. And through this process, you see how all things are connected, and it allows you to really forgive and let go of the past and who disappointed you and let you down, betrayed you, stabbed you in the back, wasn't there for you when they were supposed to be there for you. You're going to be able to forgive that and let that go. And these people are going to help you to trust again. Okay, so no matter how this resonates for you, it's like the solo journey will be over. And you're going to find where you truly belong, which is so different from where you've been. It's going to feel magical beyond your imagination. All right, so let's pull one final message. Oh, all right. Well, we get two hidden depths. You only see the surface, look beyond, and wow. We were talking about how intricate, in-depth, detailed things are, and like so much so I couldn't possibly articulate it in this reading, but I hope what I've brought through is enough confirmation, activation to help you through this process, things to make sense, because I know your path has been hard, and that's why Spirit is saying you're only seeing the surface of that, like the hardness, the unfairness of it, and you're going to go beneath that, and you're going to see how the challenge is truly a blessing because of who you are becoming and what's coming into your life. Oh my goodness, we have forgiveness. A crushed flower still gives off a sweet scent, and forgiveness has definitely been a message throughout this. And beautiful last message, surprises, ventures down the rabbit hole. So new people, new energies, new places, ideas, concepts, hobbies, things you have never even thought of coming into your life from these new connections, okay, these soulmate connections. And because you are happy and moving into such a good place, you are going to forgive the past, because without what you've been through, you wouldn't be able to relate and connect to these new people the way that you are going to. Very shared, similar experiences, and you guys will relate and connect and resonate. And because of what you've been through, it's going to lead you down some rabbit holes to bring a lot of unexpected fun stuff into your life that you otherwise would have never been exposed to. Okay, so a lot of good stuff is coming your guys' way. A lot of good stuff. And Spirit wanted you to know that. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, unicorn number 3. Let's see what Spirit has to say to you, what Spirit wants you to know, what is in store, the magic coming your way right away. I feel like something is finally manifesting, like coming to life in a big, big way for you guys. So pull a card here. What do we have? Soul satisfaction. Honor your uniqueness. Do what makes you feel good. Oh, I love this. Your authenticity, you being true to yourself, no matter what, is finally paying off in a big way. This is a big manifestation. And people may have doubted you, may have questioned your choices, your actions, made you second guess yourself, okay? But you're about to be like, I told you so. Okay, and others of you, this doesn't have to be that there was any naysayers. It could just be you've been working hard, you've been at something for quite some time, and finally the completion, the manifestation, which brings you satisfaction all the way in to your soul, okay? And aside from this main message, some of you could be just now completing a big karmic lesson, which is why the soul satisfaction is coming through so strong. All right, let's pull some more cards. Trust. Leap into the unknown, have faith and move forward, believe you will fly. Yes, see? Some of you really had to stand your ground, and people just didn't believe in you, didn't have faith in you and what you were doing. And oh my gosh, you got miracles. Look at that. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the how. Things are happening. This manifestation is coming in strong for you guys. And again, this is all about your own authenticity, your own energy and efforts that you've been putting out to the universe. And, you know, as this is a general read, this could be in any area of your life. Where have you been working hard, really trying and giving something your all, okay? Because that's where this magic is happening. This miracle is coming in. And, you know, some of you, people didn't believe in you. They doubted you. They questioned you. And now you're going to be like, yeah, I told you so. I told you I was going to make this happen. I told you I was going to make this work. And, you know, it's up to you what you want to do with those connections after the magic happens for you. But ultimately, you know, Spirit is saying have faith, have trust in yourself. Have faith and have trust in the journey, and don't worry about how. Things will be presented to you as they need to be, and Spirit has a way of making things just line up and fall into place so perfectly, where you've been feeling as though you've done nothing but spin your wheels, and finally, boom, it feels almost too easy that you don't trust it, right? So let's pull some tarot. Dig deeper into this beautiful manifestation coming forth for you guys. Okay, so we have the Lovers, Four of Cups, Two of Swords, Ace of Cups, Five of Swords. Okay, yeah, definitely a big message right out the gate here of people not supporting you. Some choices that you've made for yourself could have really offended different people in your life. Okay, I see, let me block you out because I'm not happy with your choices. A lot of fighting and defeat could have been experienced, arguments and separation from, you know, people that are near and dear to your heart because they don't see your dream. They don't understand you. They don't know what you're reaching for, okay? So definitely see that going on, a confirmation from Spirit that not everybody around you has been supportive of you. But when this magic, when this miracle takes place for you, you better believe they're going to be trying to come back in to make things right with you, okay? And, you know, this isn't a reading to see what their motivations are. I feel like you'll just know that because you know these people, You know, they're your friends, your family, romantic, whatever. You know them, you know who they are. It's just, I do see this where, you know, somebody or several somebodies did not agree with your choices, your actions, and you were just following your heart. You're just being authentic to you. And you're about to be confirmed that you were right to follow your intuition, to follow your heart against the opinions and thoughts and feelings of anybody else, okay? And again, not all of you have experienced that, but I definitely see where we've put our heart and our soul into something, and you could be very thin on that faith, trust, and belief that you're not just spinning your wheels at this, that something actually will manifest from your hard work, energy, and efforts. Now, some of you, this could be where this is more like a relationship involved, where you have really been trying to fight to keep a relationship together, whether romantically, a friendship, or a family connection. And it's like, despite what you do, nothing matters. Nothing seems to change. No matter how you're resonating and relating to this reading, I feel like all of you are kind of at that space where you're ready to throw your hand. Is this worth it? Is this, have I made the right decisions? Am I being stubborn? Am I being arrogant? Am I being too dreamy? Am I not being realistic? So let's pull some more tarot. All right, under the Lovers, we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, definitely some of you have fell out in the cold. No support. The Hierophant. Four of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. And Queen of Pentacles. Excellent, excellent. Yes. Your choices, your hard work, your authenticity is going to pay off. It truly, truly is. However, it has been quite the journey, quite the long process with the Knight of Pentacles coming through. But you are going to come through as the Queen of Pentacles, whether you're male or female. Okay, this is just an energy where you feel very accomplished, you feel successful, you feel grounded, you feel stable, you feel abundant, you feel happy and secure. All right, that is where you are headed ultimately, whether this is about building a dream, a career, a relationship, whatever it is for you personally that you've been working towards. It is going to pay off in a big, beautiful way. You have felt very unsupported at times, or totally cast out for who and what you are, what you believe, what you're reaching for. But Spirit has always been with you, and you being true and authentic to you is the most important thing, no matter what anybody else has to say about it. It's not their life, it's yours. They don't have to face the choices, the consequences of the choices that you make. Only you do. So you have to live your life authentically to yourself, to your heart, to your soul. Otherwise, you'll always feel unfulfilled and never really satisfied. And it's time. It is time for you to have that satisfaction all the way deep down into your soul. Okay, and I do see for some of you guys, this is a big fat I told you so that you're going to be saying to somebody. All right, and they're going to feel pretty stupid and foolish. But I do see that healing energy where those who abandoned you, didn't support you, didn't agree with you, are going to try to make it right with you because of your success, because of the magic you create for yourself here. And, you know, whether they're genuine or not, again, you'll know in your heart and your soul because you know these people. But somebody's definitely going to want to heal with you. And if you have been working endlessly and tirelessly to keep a relationship together, to heal from a painful past, whether friend, family, or romance, I do see success in that, even though it has been a very, very long journey here. There is ultimately going to be success, love over separation. Lots of victory. So let's pull a few more cards for you guys. Nine of Swords, Knight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Your worries, your fears, all of that's about to change. And you are going to be able to deliver a message. I told you so. Boom. Here is the magic. Here is the miracle. Here's the manifestation right here. And that's why you were led to the third unicorn. And Spirit wants you to know that. Don't give up. Continue to be authentic and true to you, your beliefs, your values, what you're striving for, what you're reaching for, because you're going to make it happen. And even if somebody can't accept that, it's not your problem. They're not living your life. They're free to live their own life and do what makes them happy and what's best for them. They don't have the power or the place to stop you from fulfilling your dreams, goals, and your destiny. And you've just got to believe in yourself and what you're doing and know that the miracle is going to happen. All right? Don't give up. Don't let go. Don't lose steam. Don't lose momentum. You keep at it. Through the Knight of Pentacles, that is a long journey, a long, hard fight, but you will be victorious. All right? You are the winner here. And it doesn't get too much better than the Ten of Pentacles there. So let's pull one final message. Play. Among the grass and wild violets lie undisturbed little secrets to uncover. Ooh, so prepare to be surprised and prepare to surprise others with your success, with your magic, with the miracle that unfolds in your life, okay? And, you know, we do have forgiveness under here. A crushed flower still gives off a sweet scent. Forgiveness could absolutely play a role in this message. You know, through your success, you're able to forgive others who, you know, didn't believe in you, weren't there for you, didn't have your back. Some of you where this is, you know, a relationship that you guys have been working at, you could be going to counseling. You know, it could just be a lot of things that you have to work through. Forgiveness is absolutely key, but it's like you'll get there. The miracle is here. It's going to happen. Spirit wants you to know that and not give up, not let go, not give in, not grow weary, none of that, okay? You hang in there and you believe, because you are a magic person. I mean, just with this reading, there is some magic about you, and as long as you're true to you, you will never, ever go wrong. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.